There's the first one on jerkbait. Oh yeah. Me and Cameron literally just got out here a couple minutes ago. He caught a bit nicer one, as you can see. But there's the first fish. I'm gonna try to catch another one on this bait for y'all. Let that guy go. There we go. Second fish of the slam. Me and Cameron haven't caught nothing for like 3 hours. And we finally caught a little fish on the weedless hooks. On the drop shot. There's the second fish. There's another one on the hooks. A little tiny one. On the drop shot. That was a great cast, Cameron. There's another one on the little hooks. And what I'm doing is I'm moving this little wire thing right here because it's getting in my way, and I'm just using it like it's a regular hook. It's a nice one. Get him in. Got him?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like a 3-pounder. That's like a 3.5 right there.
On the jig?
On the jig. Look at that. He choked the jig.
Barely came out.
Barely got him. That's on the Riot crawfish. Nice fish. You want to get a weight on?
Yeah, you want a picture?
Sure. Let's see. 326. So 3.25. It's a nice fish. Caught him on the jig. Alright, let's let this nice fish go.
I was just about to pick up the shaky head too.
That was on the Riot fit. That was on the Riot crawfish. Caught him with a black and blue jig. And there he goes.
Imagine catching that.
Alright, me and Kate are at the ponds. And now I'm in the kayak. Y'all last saw me in the boat for day 2. Let's see what we can do. There's one. There we go. Heck yeah. Let me get that cough out. There's the first one of the day in the kayak. Caught him on the V&M Hightail Swimbait. Not a bad fish, about 1.25 pounds, 1.5 pounds. Somewhere around there. He has this unique little trait about him. He has a little black tail, black spineless tail. There's the first one in the kayak today. That's the that's the 4th bait of the slam. Let's let this guy go. And there he goes. Alright, so the 4th bait of the slam, I caught him on this little V&M Hightail shad swimbait in a white ice color. And what I was doing was I was just throwing it against these seawalls and hoping I can get something to react to it. So that's the first one in the kayak, 4th one in the slam. Let's see what we can catch next. Off a little right there. There's one. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Not big at all, but when the bite gets tough, you go to a drop shot, and that's what I did. Look at that hook set. Oh shoot. Right in the water. Right there. Look at that hook set right in the roof of the mouth. That's where you want to get them. That's another one for the drop shot. I believe that was probably the 2nd bait of the slam, but bite was tough. I couldn't catch nothing on the moving baits. Couldn't catch nothing on the Cinco, so I decided to go with the old drop shot, and I caught another one on that bait. So the bait itself wasn't actually the drop shot that I was using. It was actually these hooks by Mustad. They're the Weedless hooks. But I cut off the little Weedless guard right there because they kept affecting my bites. So I did that. And I put it on a drop shot because the bite's pretty tough. It's pretty cold. I haven't been catching it. I couldn't catch nothing on the Ocho. I couldn't catch anything else on the jerkbait. So I decided to go with the old drop shot. And I ended up catching one. I'm about to drop shot the Cinco. There it is. I'm about to drop shot a Cinco with the Mustad Weedless hooks and the Strike King Ocho worms. There we go. Yep. All right. There we go. My Cinco came off, or my Ocho rather. Caught one on the Strike King Ocho with the drop shot. That's the 5th and final fish of the slam. I'm gonna try to catch some more on the Ocho, and if I do, I'll show you them too. Alright guys, so that fish came on the Strike King Ocho. I'm gonna see if I can catch some more for you guys. Right at the boat.
It's a monster.
Am I recording? Am I recording?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I just caught the biggest fish of the day in the kayak. Yeah. That's another one on the Strike King Ocho worms that look like Cincos. I was just drop shotting it. And I caught a real monster.
Mondo.
A real giant.
Nebraska brute.
A Nebraska brute.
Flare would be happy
Alright.
for you.
Alright, an Andrew Flarefish. Let's let him go. There he goes. Heck yeah! Look at that, Hayden. I caught that on the Cinco drop shot. Heck yeah. That's right at 397. That's a 4-pounder, baby. That's the biggest fish I ever caught on drop shot. Alright, another one drop shot in the Cinco. A nice 4-pounder. Let's let this guy go.